Hello, everybody, and welcome to high school football here on the Wave Channel 5 as the Wave return home to host the Indians of Piqua High School. Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman, and as always, Coach's Corner here with head coach Aaron Schaefer. And Coach, this is a tough ball game coming in. I mean, they're all tough in the GWAC North.
Yeah, anytime Piqua comes to town, they're going to be well coached. Coach Neese does a nice job of getting them together. They've always got some really good athletes. So, we're going to have to play well tonight, put ourselves in position in the fourth quarter to win a ball game. But, if we play hard and we play physical early, I think we give ourselves a chance.
Now, this is the Piqua Ball Club. It's 3-3 coming in, but you take a look at two of those losses. Trotwood got them by a touchdown, and then they had a real tough loss to an undefeated Sydney team by 1 point last week.
Yeah, fortunately, we were able to break down and watch both of those games. The Trotwood game, that was a one-score game and could have gone either way. And then last week they lose by a point and lose on a failed 2-point attempt at the end of the game. So they played some really good football against some really good teams. So we do definitely have our work cut out for us, but we're excited for the challenge.
Now let's talk a little bit about the health of your ball club. I know we've got some injuries here that starting, nicks and bruises and some broken bones and some other things. What do we have tonight?
We are definitely beat up. It's one of them things, probably a little more than you normally would be in week 7, but the guys that are going to go out and play are going to play hard. We are going to look a lot different than we did the last time we were here. There'll be a lot of different faces in different places. Fortunately, we got a couple of guys back this week. We've lost a few that may not be back this year. So we're just battling through it. That's part of what we do and trying to teach and build solid young men. So overcoming adversity and stepping up when your opportunities presented, and we'll see how those kids do tonight.
Next man up, right?
That's right.
Let's talk just a second. 3 keys to tonight's ball game if we're going to take home a win over this bunch from Miami County.
Yeah, I know it's a little cliche, but we got to stop the run. They want to run the ball. They've got 2 really good backs, but they also throw the ball really well. They run some good timing routes and things like that. Run good routes. They protect the quarterback well, so we're going to have to get the quarterback off the spot a little bit. Break on the routes. Offensively, we've got to control the line of scrimmage. And again, that's a little cliche, but they come in. They're not as big as they've been in the past, but they're still really good and athletic up front. If we can handle their front 7 and establish some running game on our own and get into some play action passes, some downfield throws, it'll give us a chance. So you got to stop the run, got to run the ball, we got to eliminate the big plays in the passing game.
Pretty much the fundamentals of football.
That's right.
Owen Paul is ready to go tonight?
Owen's good to go. He's got himself healed up and he's ready to play tonight.
Okay, well, good luck, Coach. Let's get one here.
Thank you.
Good luck. Randall and I'll be back. In fact, we'll just keep it right here. Thank you very much. We'll keep it right here. Hey, so Randall, now I got to say something here. Randall's filled in. I've been under, I had no voice for about 3 weeks, which my wife really enjoyed, and Randall's done a great job of filling in. Now, Ty's not here tonight, Ty House. We want to say he's on assignment with Fox Sports, but I think he's really on vacation down in Myrtle Beach or Hilton Head, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a surprise birthday party for his wife or something, right?
Was that? Well, if it's a surprise to her, it's a surprise to me, too. Anyhow, we're glad you folks could join us tonight. And Randall, this is Greenville Ball Club. We've lost the last 2 ball games. We got thumped down at Trotwood, and then kind of a disappointing loss at Vandalia last week.
Yeah, we had our opportunities in the very beginning. I mean, with turnovers that we tried to turn into points, and the second time going down, we got on the 5-yard line, couldn't put the thing in. So we ended up on 3rd and 18 as opposed to punching the ball in. At that point in time, then Vandalia took over and basically took it to us.
Yeah, it sounded like we had a hard time. I was out of state, so we had a hard time stopping the running games, what it sounded like.
We did. They just pretty much manhandled us for the most part. Yeah, they really did.
Now this is, we've got 4 tough games coming up here in the. I always have trouble remembering the American North, American, National, whatever. 2 and 4 right now. Boy, it'd be nice to at least get a couple wins out of these last 4, but tough assignments.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, everything coming up here is all winning. I mean, Sydney's ranked in the state. I think Piqua is in the top 12 in computer. Tip just barely got beat last night by Sydney by a touchdown. And Troy's got a good program turned around all of a sudden. So they're all going to be tough. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
And that's why you play in a GWAC, because you're going to have tough games.
That's exactly right.
Well, Randall and I are glad you could join us here tonight. Friday night football here on the Wave Channel 5. As the Wave play there, it's hard to say, next to last home game of the season already. And we're glad you could join us. We'll be back in just a minute and take a look at some more pregame activities here as you watch high school football on the Wave Channel 5. Fine rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by the Greenville High School Band of Pride. And Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman. Glad you could join us here tonight. We have Matt Kinley and Carter Cox from IMTV out at Greenville High School doing the camera work tonight. Randall, you know, we talked a little bit earlier. Greenville coming off those 2 losses, sitting 0-1 in the league play, 2-4 overall. And Piqua comes in a deceiving record with 3-3. They've had a couple heartbreaking losses to tough teams.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, Trotwood is a really good team, and I've not seen Sydney yet this year. I've seen Trotwood obviously, but I've not seen Sydney. But they're rolling along 7-0. I mean, for crying out loud. So. Yeah, it could be an interesting night.
Yeah, Sydney, in case you fans missed it out there, played a Thursday night game against Tip City's Red Devils last night, and high-scoring ball game. It sounded like a basketball game, 49-42. As you mentioned, Sydney remains undefeated at 7-0 and 2-0 in league play. Troy and Butler play tonight to round out the GWAC National or American North, I should say, and. Things tighten up here, you know.
Yeah.
You're getting started. You only play 5 games inside your division, so.
Right. And like we said, you know, last week's game could have gone the other way early on, but unfortunately it didn't. It went against us, and you know, here come the Wave.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. This is one of the long-standing rivalries in Greenville football history. The late, great Bill Booker, of course, had kept all these records, and so I've kind of updated him a little bit. Not to the extent that Bill Booker did, trust me on that. I'll never go there. You can't fill those shoes. The 92nd time these two schools have met over the years.
Wow.
92 times. Wave have 21 wins in a series that, quite frankly, has kind of been dominated by Piqua. 21 wins for the Wave, 67 for the Indians, and a total of 3 ties. And, of course, can't have ties anymore.
Nope,
so,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, anyhow, so the 92nd time these schools have met, what do you think the next 2 teams are, Randall? The next 2 schools that Greenville's played the most over the years, starting clear back in Greenville football history from 1910.
Oh, gee.
You should know this. Come on, big guy.
Maybe Sydney?
Sydney and?
Oh, man.
Because we've been in these leagues with these teams forever.
Yeah, we have.
Piqua, Sydney, and?
Troy. Yeah.
Those are the big 3.
Wow.
All over 85 times.
Gee.
Yeah. But this is the 92nd meeting here. So the Wave won the coin toss here. They decided to defer to the second half. And so the Wave will be kicking, and Piqua will be receiving. Greenville will defend the north goal here as we get things going on a real nice night for high school football. Weather-wise, beautiful.
Beautiful night, yes. You know, and we're going to have Owen Paulus back tonight. That'll be great. Or that'll help us out a lot. It looks like our main wide receiver is out in Marcus, and I see Colton is in a boot out there.
So Colton Zumbrum, yeah.
Yep, that's not good.
Well, we'll see. This is a real balanced Piqua ball club that comes in here tonight. They not only run the ball well, but their quarterback, a senior, Austin Davis, has thrown for over 1,000 yards here in the first 6 ball games. Piqua comes in tonight, ranked 11th in the GWAC out of 20 teams offensively and 6 defensively. Sydney and Trotwood 1-2 in team offense, and then in defense, Beaver Creek 1, Trotwood 2. And Greenville comes in 15th offensively as an onside kick and recovered by Piqua. Well, that's kind of a little unusual play to start the game with. There is Ethan Flannery just boots it down there, and a gamble tried and a gamble lost.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that kid had some hands.
Yeah.
17.
This is
Sam Herndon.
Yeah, so Piqua's going to set up shop in great field position on their own 45-yard line. Austin Davis, we'll call some numbers out here tonight. Austin Davis is your quarterback. His main running backs will be number 35, Devin Brown, along with number 23, Ben Schmeezing. Another man you have to watch out there tonight, number 6, Hayden Shrub. This is Davis right away, brings it to Shrub, and right away it's a 14-yard gain down to the Wave 46-yard line. That was too easy, Randall.
Yeah, it was. We can't get... Wow, you know, Coach talked in the pregame about these kids from Piqua. I mean, they look big to me.
And, you know, when we say big, we don't mean like 5'9", 260. We're talking like 6'2", and 230, 240.
Yeah.
They're a pretty athletic-looking ball club. All right, automatic first down here. Ball at the 46-yard line of Greenville. There's a flag, and it's going to be a procedure penalty called on Piqua. Now, Greenville banged up, as you mentioned, Marcus Wood out for the rest of the season. One of our starting defensive backs, broken collarbone. So out there tonight for the Wave, we're going to have Number 87, that's Jacob Goldsmith, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Also in the backfield is going to be Tyler Bikey.
Yep.
Alex Fletcher.
Yep.
And then we'll pick up who else. But, yeah, by the time you get to the 7th game of the season, every team's going to get a little dinged up.
Yep, that's exactly right. Yep.
Well, that's a 5-yard penalty, moves the ball back to the Wave 46, and it's 1st and 15 for the Piqua Indians. This is Davis, another pass out here. And this is Shrub again. Oh, my golly. How about 2 passes and 2 nice completions, another first down. Randy, we're going to have to tighten up on that a little bit. That's one to the left, one to the right, and they've moved the ball from their own 45 all the way down to the Wave 21 in 2 plays.
Coach talked about occupying the line of scrimmage, and so far we've not done that.
No.
No pressure on, but he's getting
that's a quick pass,
quick
too.
passes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he hits Shrub to the left, hits Shrub to the right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Hayden Shrub, their skill people are all seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a veteran ball club at the skill positions.
Yeah. Well, looking over their roster, there's 2 freshmen on this whole roster.
Yes. Yeah.
So
they got quite a few kids out.
Exactly.
This is Davis, rolls out again. Has a man wide open.
Oh, my.
Shrub, that is way too easy. So 3 pass plays to Hayden Shrub for a total of 55 yards, and with 10:55 to go, Piqua puts points on the board and leads 6-0. There wasn't even a Greenville defender within 10 yards of him that time.
I think I could have caught that one.
Well, that's up for debate. A few years ago, for sure. Well, anyhow, that was way too easy. And so now in the kick for the Piqua Indians is number 91, Robbie Comstock. Ball's fumbled. They wheel out, and do they catch it inside for 2? No, incomplete.
Hit the ground.
Comstock was 22 for 23 on extra point attempts, but that time things weren't copacetic, as they say.
Bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap. Well, 6-0 Piqua with the early lead, and boy, we're going to have to do something defensively, or that's going to be way too easy.
Yep, exactly.
Might mention our officials here tonight. John Pekarski is the referee, and his crew includes Don O'Connor, the umpire, Mark Overholzer, the lineman. Line judge is Jordan Knipper, and Rodney Smith is the back judge here tonight. So the Zebras are in full force out there tonight, aren't they? Take a look at Randall. Also, some ball games going on around Darke County here tonight. Arcanum, a team that's struggled this year, travels down to Lewisburg, takes on Tri-County North. Bradford, after sitting out a year of football, maybe should have thought about sitting out 2 years in football as they travel to Miami East. Miami East has the inside track to win the cross-county conference. Yeah. National Tri-Ansonia, that could be a decent ball game. Versailles travels to Parkway. That should be a Versailles win. Fort Loramie comes down to Mississinawa Valley. And then Tri-Village, the first time they've had homecoming at a football game.
Wow.
And they're hosting Twin Valley South. So county schools in action here tonight. Well, kicking off is Comstock for the Indians with a 6-0 lead and boots it deep. And this is going to be Goldsmith. No.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That was,
That is Goldsmith, Jacob Goldsmith.
Nice return.
Yeah, he's tackled at the 24, and so the Wave will have their first possession of the night. And let's see if we can move this ball down the field here and at least kill some time and maybe put some points on the board here.
That'd be good. That would be good.
So Greenville, after starting the season with 2 losses, then comes back, takes care of Urbana and Stebbins fairly handily. Mm-hmm. And then we ran into Buzzsaw. Of course, Trotwood, #1 team in the state in Division III. And then last week down at Vandalia. So 2-4 and looking to get back in the winning side of the ledger here. This is Paulus, hands off to Brown inside. He maybe picks up 3. Got about no gain, it looks like. Stopped right about the 24 again. So Landon Brown. Now, Jared Christ is the Wave's leading rusher here. And out most likely for the rest of the season, it appears. Piqua looks like they play like a 4-4 against. They're really kind of packed in the box there, aren't they?
Yeah.
So in motion out here comes Michaelite. And Paulus hands off inside. Nice run there. Good cut. That's number 29. That's Tony Sells, the sophomore, pounds it up in there. He really hasn't carried the ball a lot this year, has he? But with Jared Christ out of there now, about to see if Damari Ewing gets in there tonight. He ran pretty well the other night.
Yeah, he did.
Well, this is 3rd and 2 The ball rests at the 33-yard line. It's a short 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can pick a first down up here. That's it. Pound it up in there. Nice. Nice run,
Good
Micah
job.
Light.
Good job, Micah Light.
Gains about 5 and takes it out to the 38, and that's a Wave first down.
That's probably what we're going to have to do with these guys tonight is probably occupy the clock as much as possible.
Yeah, we don't want them to have the ball.
Exactly.
And, really, like we said, they're 6 defensively. I'm kind of surprised because we've run the ball pretty well, and they've given up points in the last couple ball games, too.
Yeah.
So. All right, 9:19 to go here at Harmon Field. The Wave, and this is Paulus, keeps it. Nice run and picks up about 7 yards. Takes it out to the Wave 46-yard line, and will bring up a 2nd and 3. Nice job that time. Good decision making by Owen Paulus.
Yeah. That's been a pretty effective play, really, this year for us.
Wave in their home green, Piqua in white uniforms, trimmed in red and blue. And right now, the Wave moved the ball down the field here on their first 4 plays. This is Paulus in the shotgun. Hands off in here and pounding up in there for a first down right to midfield stripe, Micah Light. Micah Light's run pretty well, hasn't he?
He really has. I mean, Micah is a good all-around football player. I mean, he plays good defense and linebacker. He's, he had a great interception last week.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Wave picked up 2 quick first downs all on the ground here. And then take a look over here to the sidelines. Piqua, in case you just joined us, 3 pass plays, 55-yard drive for 6 points, and then the bad snap from center eliminated the extra point, and that's where we stand, 6-0 at the 8:20 mark here in the early going of tonight's ball game. This is Landon Brown, moves in beside Paulus. Here's the snap, and the Mile Light again. Boy, we're getting some nice holes up the middle.
Man.
That's a 6-yard gain down to the Piqua 44. Right now, our offensive line, Tanner Swisshelm, along with Braden Russell, Carson Fender, the Anderson boys doing a nice job, along with Noah Walker in there, opening up some holes in that front line of Piqua's defensive wall.
This must be what he's been talking about because they would run plays in the past. Now they're getting up the line of scrimmage and looking over for the play. We haven't done that this year.
Well, let's keep it going because right now we look pretty smooth. This is Paulus rolls out, throws, has a man, and it's intercepted. Oh, my. That's intercepted, and this is Ben Schmeezing with it. Schmeezing might take this to the house. And good tackle by Braden Russell. I think ran him down.
Yep.
Well, Owen Paulus, the left-handed quarterback, rolled to his left, tried to force it in there, and Ben Schmeezing, who's a really good athlete, he hurt us in basketball the last year or two, and takes it all the way from his 40-yard line down to the Greenville 5. And Randall, that's boy, when you're running the ball like that, you kind of want to maybe keep going with it, didn't you?
You'd think.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, that's kind of a reverse of fortunes from like last week when Greenville intercepted a pass and took it to the house. Schmeezing, that's a good hustle by Braden Russell to run him down.
Yep.
Well, this is 1st and goal at the Wave 5-yard line. And, boy, how quickly this game has turned. This is Schmeezing. He's got room to run and good tackling, good gang tackling by the Wave. But he still picks up about 3 down to the 2. There's a flag on the play. Let's see if it's hold. Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. It's holding call against Piqua. That's going to move it back from the spot of the foul. That could take it back to about the 17-yard line, which will be 1st and goal from the 17.
Right.
Well, that's our best defensive play of the night so far.
So far.
Going. 7:15 to go here. Clock stopped after the penalty. And, boy, that's a break because he got down to the 2.
Yeah, he did.
And instead of 2nd and goal from the 2, now it's 1st down again, but it's back out at the 17. The trouble is that might encourage him to pass. And they burned us on the first 3 pass plays.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in shotgun formation, this is Austin Davis. Davis, a senior, has thrown for almost 1,100 yards coming into tonight's game. He's got some time again.
Holy moly.
Boy, we have missed assignments. That's number 5 for Piqua. I think it was. That was Cale Mextroth, a 6'1 senior. And again, wide open, and it's 12-0. Randall, we're going to have to do something in our defensive backfield. And I know we're missing Marcus Wood.
Yep.
And I know, Colton Zumbrum's not back there. But, boy, we've got to figure out our assignments because they've got receivers running around wide open.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
Yeah. This is Robbie Comstock going to try to get the extra point. I was kind of surprised they're going for the extra point here, just one after missing the first one. But he bangs it through. He's 23 of 24 for the season, and Piqua 13-0 with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, and that's too bad. Anyhow, Randall, I'll be back in just a minute. You watch high school football here on a Friday night on the Wave, Channel 5. 7:04 left here in the first quarter. Piqua with a 13-0 lead, and Randall, that was too bad. The Wave were moving the ball on the ground, picked up 2 straight first downs, and then had the pass interception and short field. And Piqua cashes in on a nice little pass play where we just evidently blew an assignment there on coverage.
well, I mean, your point was well taken in that we've got new players back there in the backfield, but still you'd think.
Yeah, here we go. Nice run back. There's going to be a flag on the play there, probably a block in the back. Jacob Goldsmith with a nice return that time. Gets it back out to the 30-yard line, but I think it's probably going to get called back here. And it's going to be holding called on Greenville. And if that's from the spot of the foul, it's going to take it back around the inside the 15-yard line, I'm afraid. Well, that's one thing we didn't want to do is get started deep in our own territory. We're facing a 2-score deficit right now.
And we can't afford mistakes like that.
No, no, we can't. No, this is a Piqua Ball Club. We talked earlier, played Trotwood tough within 1 score, lost a heartbreaker to unbeaten Sydney, 34-33, went for 2 and didn't make it, just in the last minute or 2 of the ball game. And then they lost to Franklin Ball Club, who also is just tougher than nails right now, 5-1. Franklin beat them 21-7. So their 3 losses have been to ball clubs that basically 7, 6, 13, 18-1.
Yeah.
And they played them all tough. So this is not a pushover game for Greenville tonight. Okay, Paulus hands off, and boy, just tackled for a loss. That was 1st and 10. The ball had started on the 12-yard line after the holding penalty on the kickoff return, and tackled clear back at the 6-yard line for a 6-yard loss. And it's going to bring up 2nd, and they've got 15. Looks like 2nd and 16 from up there.
Does.
Of course, we have a lot better distance judgment up here, don't we, in the booth? So now we're hoping Matt Kinley handles things well tonight. He says he's got his girlfriend a hot weekend coming up, so if he gets a little shaky here tonight, you'll know why. Me pounding on your shoulders didn't help either, did it, Matt? Well, here's Paulus in the end zone. Going to go deep. Let's see if we can complete. Oh, nice pass, but it was well covered by Piqua that time. Who did he try to hit that time? Was
Butch.
that Fletcher or Butch? John Butch? This is a packed press box here at Harmon Field tonight. And so Randall and I, if we miss a few calls, it's because we're looking around cameras, over shoulders, standing the whole time. Our feet will take a pounding here tonight, Randall. Yeah. Well, 6:13 to go. This is 3rd and 16, and Piqua jumps.
Don't get 5 of it back.
Well, is that going to be offside or procedure? That's going to be offside.
74.
Now it'll still bring up 3rd and 11, the ball resting at the Wave 11-yard line. Well, I had a feeling we're going to stay with the same play, Randall. What do you think? Here we go. Well, let's see if we can do that twice again. Draw them off sides here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be good. Clock stopped at 6:13 to go here. Piqua brought over a decent-sized crowd. A little disappointed in the Greenville crowd here tonight. Well, Paulus gets out of trouble, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and picks up about 3 yards out of nothing. He was trapped about the 5-yard line and got out of there. We have a Greenville player hurt here. Who's that hobbling off of there? Who's that, number 80?
That's Fry. No, it's 60.
60? Fry? Yep. Got a little banged up there. Have to walk that off or run it off here. Oh, and Paulus lucky to get out of there and made some positive yardage, but not enough. And so here's where we have trouble. 4th and 8. Ball at the 14-yard line, and we don't need a block punt. Piqua's not really rushing a lot. It's going to be a nice high kick down here. Ooh. And it's handled there by Hayden Shrub. Shrub tries to get outside and brought down. Nice tackle out there. Who's that? Ethan Emmerich there, number 8?
Butch.
Is that Butch again?
And 9, yeah. 8.
Well, 9's Fletcher.
Fletcher and Butch.
Okay, I thought Butch was 2. I thought that was.
He is.
Okay. Well, 5:24 to go here. Piqua, great field position at the Greenville 41. So they started on their own 45 after an attempted onside kick to start the game. 3 plays, took it down and scored. Then after an interception, they scored starting at the 5. That penalty sent them back 17, they scored. And now they're at the Wave 41. And tell you what, we can't afford to give up any more points here this early in the ball game.
No, we
That's
can't.
going to make a long, tough road to hoe.
We need some kind of a turnover
Yeah,
or something
we need
like
something.
that right now.
That's right. Those offsides. Yep. Piqua had their 2 wide receivers, both started early. So I don't know if they didn't know the snap count or the center didn't or what happened there. But it looked like Canadian pro football. You know, the Canadian League where they got like people running all over creation. You know, Canadian football is kind of interesting. It looks like a Chinese fire drill out there most of the time. There's always people in motion. Well, that's a procedure penalty against Piqua. It makes it 1st and 15 back at the Wave 46. They split out 3 receivers wide left here. And this is Davis, takes the snap. Uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll cover this guy finally. Oh, my gosh, that's a touchdown pass, 46 yards. What a great throw from Austin Davis, and what a nice catch.
Wow.
Is that Hayden Shrub again, number 6?
Yep.
Well, he's had his second touchdown pass of the night, and with 5:15 to go, it is now 19-0. What a pretty pass play and a pretty catch. And we didn't have bad coverage that time.
No.
But that ball was just laid in
Perfect.
there.
Perfect
pass.
Yep.
Yeah, Shrub, another one of those seniors. Like I said, all their skill people are seniors this year. Shrub is a, we'll see if I can find him here. He's a 6'2 senior, isn't he, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah. Comstock bangs it through. He is 24 of 25 for the season. And boy, Randall, we've played less than 7 minutes, and Piqua has just dominated here. The big break that changed it was that pass interception. So 5:15 to go. Piqua leads 20-0. We'll be back in a minute here on the Wave, Channel 5. Comstock gets set to kick, and boy, 20-0 is not a score you want to see on the scoreboard down here at the northeast corner of the stadium, is it?
Well, unless it's because it's on the wrong side.
It's on the wrong side, yeah. Somehow we need to flip that around.
Yeah.
Here's Comstock. He's got a nice leg. He kicks
does.
it high and deep down inside the 10. This is going to be Goldsmith again.
Aw, missed it.
Yeah, he missed his cut. He had some blocks, and he turned the wrong way. Got dropped at about, what, around the 19, 20-yard line?
Yeah.
We'll have one more telecast of Wave football here. That'll be home against that undefeated Sydney Ball Club on senior night. The Wave on the road the next 2 times, and, man, it doesn't get any easier. We're just in that meat grinder part of the schedule.
Right.
At Tip next week, and Tip played well against Sydney last night, and then we travel over to Troy, and that's never easy going over to Trojan territory.
That's right.
Well, there's Owen Paul. Let's see if the Wave can get something positive going. Get the ball back on the ground like we did on that first drive. That's all we got to do. Nice hole,
12,
and a nice run by Micah Light.
Yeah. Nice hole. Real nice hole.
I think we're probably wishing we would have kept the ball on the ground that first drive. That pass interception just completely turned things around, just boom, like that.
Right.
Nice first down run out to the 32, and Michael Light's run well here the 3 times he's had it.
I see Nathan Fry's back in.
Okay.
Came off a little bit ago, but he's back in.
This is Paulus on the direct snap, inside handoff. Oh, slipped. Tried to make a cut and slipped. Hey, you know, I was talking, a couple things we want to bring up here. I was talking to one of the Wave offensive linemen was in the office the other day, and I said, so how do you like playing on the new turf? He says it's nice. He says the problem is, though, that he says, I miss the mud.
Miss the mud.
Yeah, and I think these kids really do. Especially those big hogs on the front offensive line, you know. They kind of like get a little grass stain, a little dirty, a little mud and sloppy out there. You know, they can snort and honk their way through it. But he said, I miss that. He said, he said the surface is great. He said it's nice and soft, but he said, man, it just, I miss the mud. Well, there's a play that didn't go very far, and this is going to bring up a third and 11. We lost 2 that time. Ball back about the 31-yard line, so 3rd and 1. And almost going to have to put it in the air now. Well, Owen Paulus missed last week's game, had a hip and a little leg pains, a little sciatica. And so he was just a little rusty on that first pass that resulted in the Piqua interception and a long return. Let's see what we go with this time. Got a little time. Oh, he's in trouble now and buried. Boy, there were like 3 Piqua jerseys met right at the quarterback that time. That's a loss back to the 24, and that is going to bring up a 4th and long. 4th, and we'll call it almost, 20? All the way back to the 21-yard line. Well, for the second time tonight now, Ethan Flannery in. And Piqua, once again, most likely is going to get good field position. And that's not what we want to hear. Boy, bad snap. Uh-oh. Get rid of it. And the ball is blocked, and there's a bad snap, and Piqua's going to take over inside the wave 5. And that's something that has bugged us the last couple years. We just have not been consistent in our punt game, whether it's a matter of a bad snap or whether it's a matter of, blocking. But you almost hesitate anytime we go back and punt formation. It's a coin toss whether something good's going to happen or something like this. Well, Piqua takes over at the wave 6. Still 2:49 to go here in the first quarter, and already a 20-0 Piqua lead.
When you got to think this isn't going to be good either. This close.
No, they've done about anything they want offensively tonight.
They really have.
They've had 3 touchdown passes, and they're going to run this one in. This is Schmeezing. Oh, he get in?
Yep.
I think he did. He snuck in there. He's a big kid, Ben Schmeezing, and all of a sudden 26-0. And Randall, we need to maybe reverse the tape on this film and start this one back over here. It's not looking pretty right now, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
26-0 with 2:45 to go. Ben Schmeezing on a sweep around left and snuck in the corner of the end zone there. 2 wave players there, but he's a big kid. He just lowered his shoulder and took him in. Well, this is Robbie Comstock. He's 2 for 2 tonight. They fake it. They're going to try to get their 2 back. Uh-oh. Somebody wide open. Nice pass. Number 11 on a design play to go for 2. And number 11 for Piqua that time was Micah Karn, who's their backup quarterback. And who caught that, Randall? He was wide open. And again, there wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him. And all of a sudden, 28-0, so that makes up for the bad snap from center on the first touchdown. 2:45 left, Piqua 28, Greenville nothing. We're watching high school football on the Wave, Channel 5. This Robbie Comstock's getting a workout, even though he didn't have to kick the extra point that time. This is 4th kickoff here already tonight.
Yeah. Who's their backup kicker?
I was going to say, this young man got to ice his leg down here, aren't they?
We're out.
Well, let's see if we can. We've got to get something going offensively now. And this will be Goldsmith again. He's going to be a tired young man, too. Boy, good block out front.
Go now, go.
Has an opening here. Jacob Goldsmith cuts back against the grain. This time got him down. Finally got him, but he takes it out to the 38, 39-yard line. Tell you what, Jacob Goldsmith had a couple nice returns.
He really has, and obviously he's in for
Marcus Wood.
Marcus Wood, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice return that time.
It was.
So, we're so tight in here with so many people up here. And, Matt, it's no fault of your buddy. He keeps standing on my cord to my headset here. I haven't had whiplash yet, so I think we'll be okay. 2:35 left here, and now the best thing to happen right now, Randall, we just need to control the ball, go down and get a score, and get something positive to happen, because right now it's all Piqua.
Yep.
And this would be Paulus, and boy, there was nothing there. Well, whatever, they made a little adjustment on that play, and they pounded Landon Brown. I think that was Landon Brown.
It was, yep.
That's for a loss of about a yard and brings 2nd and 11.
And there was no hole there that time.
Yeah.
Butler 15-0.
Well, this brings up a 2nd and 11 at the Wave 38-yard line. Paulus with a pitch, and who's
Ewing.
That? Number 4,
Ewing.
Is that Damari?
Yep. Nice. 9-8.
You know, Damari Ewing had a pretty decent game last week. He's a 5'8", 180-pound junior. He picked up some yardage last week against Butler, if I'm not mistaken, did he? Damari Ewing? I think so. We'll have to take a look at stats here on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice run by Damari that time. Picks up about 70, maybe 8 yards, and we'll call it third and 2. Ball at the Wave 48-yard line. Here's Ewing again. Cuts outside. Hey, that's going to be close.
Yep.
I think he got it.
Yeah, I do too.
They're going to give it to him right on the 50-yard stripe. Well, that's the Wave's third first down here in the first quarter. All 3 by rushing. Well, let's see if we can keep matriculating the ball down the field here.
That'd be nice.
That's one of my favorite sayings, matriculate the ball down the field. That was Hank Stram. Shows how old I am when they won the Super Bowl III. So you know that was a long time ago. He was a cocky little guy, but we just keep matriculating the ball down the field. Ewing's got, takes a little patience there, waits for his blocks, and picks up about 4 yards down to the Piqua 46.
And he's got this huge brace on his knee that it really slows the kid down, for crying out loud. But I guess what I've been told is that knee can't get any worse than what it is right now. So after the season's over,
they'll work on it then.
Have surgery.
Yep. Well, this is 4th and 6, and remind me to bring up the subject of the helmets the Wave wear.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, excuse me, 2nd and 6. At the 46-yard line, there's some movement there, but we might have gotten away with it. Ewing dropped for a yard loss back to the 47. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Talking a little bit earlier tonight, 50 of the Wave players have sensors built into their helmets that register on the sideline if they exceed a certain, it'd be kind of like a sensor on a front airbag in your car. And if that exceeds a certain amount, it shows up on the sideline. The trainer then can tell the coach, hey, possible concussion, we want to take a look at him.
Right.
And we didn't know that, but they've had him the entire season, and that's the end of the first quarter here. So 12 minutes in the book here at Harmon Field with the score Piqua 28 and Greenville nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman here on the Wave Channel 5 as we start the second quarter of a nice GWAC American North action. And Greenville facing a 28-0 deficit, but have a 3rd and 7. The ball at the Piqua 47-yard line. This is Paulus. We're going to run it. This is Damari Ewing. Nice run for the first down.
Yeah.
Well, that's 4 first downs, Randall, and we're running the wall pretty well against this defense.
Right.
Yeah, that's a nice run by Damari Ewing.
It really was.
Well, that moves the chains in 1st and 10 at the Piqua 38-yard line.
So we got number 3, Titan Grody in there. 5'10", 185-pound sophomore. I don't know that he's done a lot of running this year.
No, we haven't really called his name a lot this year, have we?
Not, no.
And, not this time, boy. Met in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss that time is Damari Ewing. He got the handoff, and that was it.
Yeah.
So this will bring up, they almost move it back to the 41, so we'll bring up 2nd and 13. And let's see what head coach Aaron Schaefer and his offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd and 13. Going to run it here one more time, or are you going to throw it on 2nd down, Randall?
I think we might have to pass it. 3 out, 3 split out, 3 wide outs.
Senior Owen Paulus has the snap, fades back, has a little time.
There
Get
we
it
go.
out there. Was that Butch that had it and dropped it? That was a nice pass. It was there.
Yep.
He was going to get hit as soon as he caught it, but he still probably should have brought that in. But, that's easy for us to say up here.
Yeah.
That ball's coming, you hear footsteps in the background. I was watching the Patriots game last night, and Tom Brady drills a receiver over the middle right in it. It just went right through his hands. And those guys are making $7-8 million a year.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Well, this is going to be 3rd and 12. The ball remaining at the Piqua 41-yard line. The Piqua Indians.
Well, you got to figure this is a 4th down territory here.
Well, I don't know. You think? We'll see. We'll see what results from this play. Paulus has some room to run. Come on, Owen.
Go, Owen.
All right, nice cut. Owen Paulus runs well and gets down inside the 30. A nice run that time for Paulus. That's a gain of about 11. Still going to be a little short there. It's going to be 4th and 2. Well, let's go for it. Why not?
See, here's that big package I was talking about.
Yeah, the beef package.
The beef package, you know.
And you know all about beef, right?
Amen, brother.
That's Randall's job. He is the beef man. Yeah, we got some beef up front right now.
Yeah.
Okay, 4th and 2.
Mike,
This is light.
get outside, baby.
Boy, I don't know if he got it. It's going to be close. I think he's going to be a little short, Randall.
I think he's short.
He went outside off a right tackle, and Piqua did a pretty good job. They needed 2, and they got maybe a yard and a half, and Piqua holds. So deepest penetration of the night for Wave offense, and comes up just a little short on 4th and 2.
Right.
Kind of surprised we went outside a little bit on that. We've been running pretty well up the middle and tried to slant it outside, and Piqua met us there and stopped us a yard short. Well, the Indians take over with 10:06 to go here in the second quarter and a 28-0 lead over the green and white.
Well, at least they got a little longer field to go this time.
Yeah, this is the first time they started, well, other than the opening kick at the 45.
Right.
Uh-oh, nice run. Finally, a nice tackle in there by, let's see who made the tackle.
Landon Brown and
Landon Brown.
Fender.
And Fender. Who ran that ball? That was Devin Brown that time for the Indians.
Yes.
Carter Cox on the camera right now. I kind of like that. Cameraman Carter Cox from Cleveland.
It's got a ring to it,
It's got a ring to it. 9:32 here as the clock moves in the second quarter. Beautiful night for high school football. No wind at all. Temperature in the low to mid 70s. And on a great field like we've got now here with the new turf. Perfect night for football. Oh, Noah Walker, bring him down. Noah Walker. Yeah, that's going to be a loss that time, about 4 yards that time. Or Noah Van Horn, I mean. Noah Van Horn, excuse me. We got too many Noahs. I don't know their names. That's the problem. I'm just breaking it. I remember this is my first game back.
I know, right?
Yeah. Randall's done a great job filling in for me. I had some surgery and lost my voice for about 5 or 6 weeks. My wife wants to know when I can go back in and have another surgery.
Have the other side done?
Yeah, I finally got my voice back about 3 weeks ago. And so a little rusty up here, a little rusty.
All right, let's hold him
This
here,
is
Wave.
3rd and 5, ball back at the Piqua 34. Yeah, we need to stop him here.
That'd be great.
Yeah, morale builder. Huh? Come on out. Ooh, okay,
right.
Pass incomplete. Pass a little high. That's probably the worst pass that Davis has thrown. That was just a simple little pass. They started the game with 2 passes like that. That time they didn't make connections, and so Pick was going to have to punt. 8:29 to go here in the second period. Yeah, we needed that.
Yeah, that was.
You know, it's too bad we didn't convert that 4th and 2 down there just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
If we could have gone in and scored, giving us a little life and a little hope. Well, back deep for the Wave. Who is that back there, Randall?
Butch.
That's John Butch.
I believe that's a 2 on there.
And this is the punt by Micah Korn. Boy, he bangs that.
No kidding.
And boom. Speaking of getting banged, Butch catches it at the 27, 28-yard line and got drilled all the way back inside the 25.
You got to give him a lot of credit for holding on to the ball.
Man. He might think the next time about putting that hand up in the air for a fair catch because he got racked.
Yeah.
That might have set the sensors going on the helmet that time. Yeah. Wow.
And that was a 9 instead of a 2, so that was Alec Fletcher.
Oh, is that Alec Fletcher? He's my neighbor. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so I'll hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you need to stretch him out tomorrow.
Yeah, he and his brother ride ATVs around the property right beside us. And he's going to be going a little slower tomorrow. He got racked that time. Well, Wave take over the ball at their 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Had a nice little drive last time. We've picked up 4 or 5 first downs here. Yeah. It's not like we haven't been able to move the ball, but we just haven't been able to stop Piqua until that possession right there. Well, let's see. Timeout called on the field. What do we got going here? False start for Greenville.
Boy.
I didn't know we really gotten set too much.
Sure didn't need that, did we?
No, that's too bad. You know, we had a nice kickoff return nullified by a holding penalty. So we've had, it's not anything that's really decimated us, but we've, hurt ourselves a little bit.
Yep.
The main thing that hurt us is we just haven't got our coverage in the defensive backfield, and Piqua had 3 nice scoring plays off of passes. 8:15 to go, and this is Paulus. Nice run up the middle. First down territory. Look at it. Kept those legs chugging all the way to the 41.
Owen. Nice job, Owen.
Yeah, that was a 16, 17-yard gain from the 24 out to the 41-yard line. Yeah, right up the middle.
Yeah. Was a great fake with Goldsmith coming around and fake. That was a great fake.
You know, we've piled up some yardage on the ground so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
And so Greenville with a 1st and 10 at their own, just outside their own 40-yard line. In motion here is Goldsmith. He's going to take the handoff. No, Paulus keeps it. Owen gets maybe 2 out to about the 43-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8. So they put Goldsmith in motion and then fake the handoff to him, and then Paulus went up the middle again.
He picked up about 1 yard.
This is junior high night here tonight. They introduced the 7th and 8th grade football teams, and honestly, I don't know what kind of season the junior high teams are having. Do you?
The 8th grade's undefeated,
Good.
And the 7th grade hasn't won a game.
Okay, so either feast or famine there. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Get it out here. Had him open. Yeah, Owen Paulus, that's probably one of the easiest passes he'll make, and we didn't make connections that time.
Nope.
He kind of short hopped it in there to Demar. You know, he might have had a little room to roam that
He might have. That's exactly right.
I think it was a good call. We just didn't execute it.
Good pass. Wasn't a good pass.
Remind me of that story on execution, too.
Yeah.
You've heard that before, I'm sure.
Executed or be executed.
Now, John McKay, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came into the NFL, John McKay, they lost like 18 of the first 19 games, and after they lost their last game, one of the reporters said, "Coach, what do you think of your team's execution?" And McKay goes, "I'm all in favor of it." Oh, almost.
Almost.
Just a little past it. Damari Ewing almost got there. He's going to be about a yard short.
Oh, no. You got to go for this, don't you?
Yeah, why not? You're down 28-0.
No kidding.
But anyhow, John McKay, what do you think of your team's execution tonight? I'm all in favor of it. 4th and 1 at midfield. So this is the second time, Randall, we've gone for it on 4th down. Of course, the other time we needed to, it was inside the 30.
Yeah.
Came up a yard short. Well, let's see if we can pick one up here and keep this drive alive.
Well, you know this is going to be a run to Micah Light.
No. I would think so, but you never know. How about that? You called it. 1st down, yes. Yeah. Got it by about a yard and a half.
Oh.
Good call.
About a piling on there.
Yeah. That's going to be Greenville 1st down. That time they ran off left tackle and picked it up. The ball was spotted at the Piqua 48. So this is the 3rd time we've been in Piqua territory here tonight. Need to get some points on the board with 6 minutes as we're halfway through the 2nd quarter. GWalk, American North, and I have more trouble remembering American and National. I just prefer to call it nice run.
Oh, my gosh.
Ran into his own man.
Ran into his own man. Wow.
Nice little gain, though, about 5-yard gain. It could have been a lot more. I was going to say tackled by Greenville.
That'll look funny in the scorebook, won't it?
Yeah, I guess they put it back at the 44, so a gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6.
Snap it, snap it, snap it.
Yeah, we had a Piqua player hustling off sidelines. Could have gone for 12 men on the field. And this is Light, pounds up in there and takes it down near the 41-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 this time. You know, that's too bad about Jared Christ.
Yeah.
Young man, a senior, ran really well the first 5 ball games, and then, about the 2nd play of the game last week, I think somebody said. That's too bad, out for the season. Concussion.
But he really, he came around.
Yeah, you didn't even hear of him last year as a junior.
No, I mean, on this play, he came around to go around tackle, and there was a Trotwood kid there just absolutely rocked his world.
Yeah. That was Trotwood or Vandalia?
Trotwood.
Trotwood game, okay. Well, the Wave called timeout, and so with 4:42 on the scoreboard clock here, we'll pause here on the Wave Channel 5. 4:42 left here in the first half. Wave trailing 28-0, but have a drive going here. It's 3rd and 3 at the Piqua 41-yard line. In motion is Tony Sells, And a direct snap to Paulus. Get outside there. Bangs in there, and nice tackle. Tell you what, that was a hard run by Michael Light. He got hammered, though. Nice tackle by number 20 from Piqua that time. Number 20 is
well, that's awful close to a first down.
James Congan. Boy. It's going to be, they're going to bring him in, take a look at it. Well, we'll get the noted Greenville chain gang here coming in. I assume Tyler Hose, or not Tyler, but Ron Hoseapple out there. Who else is coming in with that? Okay. So it's Ron Hoseapple along with Wayne Marker came in here with the chains. Now let's see how accurate they are. Did they get the stripes straight on this field? I think they did. Oh, we've come up a little short. So it's going to be 4th and about a foot to go here. And I assume we're going to go for it, Randy.
I would think we should.
We did a couple other times tonight, so take it on through there. Let's keep this drive alive. Get a score here before the end of the first half and go to the locker room with just a little bit of momentum, hopefully.
When we get the ball the second half.
That's right.
Coming out.
Yep, we get the ball to start the second half after deferring on the coin toss before the game started here.
I don't see Michael Light out there.
Well, he got kind of banged up. That was a hard hit there.
Yeah, there he is
the
on
play
the side.
before, yeah, he got rattled pretty good there.
He did, but I'm telling you, that kid is a physical player.
Yeah,
he really is.
Yeah.
He's like the Energizer Bunny. He takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah, they're kind of looking on his shoulder over there, the trainer is. Well, here we go, 4th and a foot. Big play for the Wave to keep this drive alive. Paulus with it, hands off to Ewing, pounds up in there and has it.
Right.
Oh, ball's loose. Did the ball come loose?
No.
No?
He still got it.
Okay, good. The way people started scrambling, I thought maybe the ball popped out of there. Nice run by DeMar Ewing. Good blocking up front. And the Wave keep it going here. 4:20 to go and a first down. The ball at the Piqua 36-yard line. Inside the 36.
Michael Light's got his helmet off. That's not good.
No, that's usually not good when you see him take their helmet off. I thought it looked like they were looking at his left shoulder there a little bit earlier. This is Paulus. Gives to Goldsmith, and Paulus keeps. And takes it down inside the 31, so about a 5-yard gain. That's worked pretty well for us tonight.
Well, one of these times he's going to give it to Goldsmith, and he's going to go.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty fast.
Yeah, kind of setting it up, maybe.
Yeah.
Fake it 2 or 3 times and then give it to him.
Yeah.
They mark it at the 32, so gain of 4 makes 2nd and 6. Clock ticking down here. 3:35 to go, and Wave trying desperately to get on the scoreboard here and cut into this 28-0 deficit. In case you just joined us, Piqua recovered an onside kick to start the game and then 3 pass plays, scored, and it's been pretty much Piqua ever since. Ewing with it. Boy, he got banged. The defensive line of Piqua penetrated the Wave line of scrimmage that time and banged Ewing down for about a 6-yard loss to the 37. That'll bring up 3rd, and we'll call it 11. Wave have 4 receivers split, 3 to the left here, and then lone receiver split out wide to right. Only one in the backfield with Owen Paulus is Ewing.
I don't think we've completed a pass tonight, have we?
We have not. We've run the ball fairly effectively.
Yes. Yep.
This has not worked. Paulus, oh no, intercepted. This could be trouble. This is going to go all the way. Yep, it is. Number 37 for Piqua. And all of a sudden, Randall, it's 35-0 here. That was a 3rd and 11 and about a 70-some yard touchdown return. Owen Paulus, I'm not sure he just didn't see the man or whatever. Boy, hit him right in the breadbasket.
Yeah.
That was number 37 for Piqua. Number 37 is Keegan Kuhn, a 6'1" junior. Wow. Yeah, that was, he was open.
Yep, he was open.
Well, 34-0, and that's twice now, Randall, where we've had drives thwarted by interceptions when we were moving the ball on the ground.
I know it, yep.
Well, this is Comstock in.
mean, really on that play, though, you about had to go with a pass play of some kind. You had 3rd and 11.
Yes.
So if you're
you about had
if you're going to keep the drive alive,
Yeah.
You about had to pass the ball.
Yeah. This is Comstock, and he got it, 35-0, and with 2:22 to go in the first half, Piqua has pretty much dominated here, but the 2 big turnovers kind of changed the complexion of this ball game in a hurry, didn't they?
Yep, sure did.
Okay. Randall, you know, we talk a little bit about the rest of the schedule coming up here. So we go to Tip next week. Now, Tip, this is their first year in the league, or second year in the league, and played well the other night. This is a Tip ball club that, you know, in the past, people said, well, Tip didn't really want to join the GWAC just because they didn't know if they had the numbers to go with the Troys and some of these other schools that are much bigger. But they've gotten bigger over the years, enrollment-wise, and they've got a big deal going over there now. They are going to go with new stadium project, trying to get that funded, and Tip is just as big as we are. And it didn't used to be that way.
Well, and they're on that 75 corridor where everything's growing. I mean, you know, when we're over here, 35 miles off the 75.
We're in North County.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyhow, so we travel to Tip, and then we travel to Troy, and then we come back home and wrap things up on senior night with that Sydney Ball Club. So, like we've said a couple times already tonight, it just doesn't get easier, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean,
it doesn't get easier. Well, this is going to be Comstock. Like I said, this is what, kickoff number 5 or 6 for the young man. And let's see if he's got a nice leg, but the Waver have done a pretty good job. And this is going to be Butch with it this time. John Butch gets a little bit outside, turn the corner, gets back to about the 40-yard line. Nice return. We've done a pretty good job on kickoff returns.
Really have, yeah. Can't complain about that.
You know, we've done some things well tonight. We've run the ball fairly effectively. We've returned kickoffs. Unfortunately, we're returning kickoffs.
That's the bad news.
But it's just the 2 pass interceptions, and they've had good field position, and then the 3 pass plays.
Yeah.
And you add them up, and it's 35-0 here with 2:14 to go in the first half. And right now, a lot of people in the press box looking forward to the delivery of pizza here.
Trips at the far side. Butch is down here at the bottom. Ewing's in the backfield with Paulus.
This is Owen Paulus. The senior's thrown the 2 interceptions he'd like to have back. He's run the ball pretty well. Here's another example. Picks up about 6 yards to the 46-yard line. And that really wasn't any kind of an option or anything. He just took off and took it around. He's run well. He's probably averaging 5-6 yards a carry.
He's done a good job with that. I mean, really, to your point, we've run the ball very well tonight.
2nd and 4.
Also, we'll have the playing of alumni song.
Piqua stays in that 4-4 defensive setup. There we go. And he dropped it.
Holy
or as they say in the pros, did not complete the process of the catch.
Wow.
That was there. That was who was that? Was that Fletcher out there dropped that?
Yep.
Or was that Emmerich? Number 8.
8's Emmerich. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Ethan Emmerich. Yeah, that ball was there and just didn't bring it in. This is 3rd and 4, still at the 46-yard line. Boy, Piqua really packs it in the box there, and then he just had the 2 defensive corners and then a lone safety back there. Evidently it works. We haven't scored yet tonight. This is Paulus. Run it. Get loose. Oh, boy.
Hello.
Boy, I thought he had a chance to pick up the first down, but he was stacked up about 1.5 yards short. Had to get to the midfield stripe and stop just outside the 48-yard line. And, well, it looks like the Wave are going to punt this time as Ethan Flannery comes on. Clock keeps ticking. We're approaching the 1-minute mark here. And well, here we go, an adventure in punting here.
Yeah. I mean, for a sophomore, he's a good punter, very good punter. We just got to make sure he can get it off.
We got the snap, we got a block. There's just, break down here, break down there, and we just have had trouble with that this year. Okay, there we got it.
See there, nice punt.
Yeah, good punt. It's going to come all the way down. Oh, man. Nice stick. That was who? Devin Brown that got the punt?
No, it's Tony Sells.
Was that Tony Sells? But was it Brown that received the kick? I think it was.
Yeah.
Nice tackle that time.
Yeah.
Boy. Well, that pays back for getting rattled down here when John Butch got knocked backwards about 5 yards. Evidently, fair catches are not to be had here tonight, are they?
Fair catches.
That kind of made my teeth hurt up here, man. Jeez. 41 seconds left. Let's see what Piqua does. You think they'll throw it in the air or just take a knee and take it in with a 35-0 lead? I think they'll go for something myself.
Looks like they might. They've got,
wide receivers.
3 wide outs.
Yeah. Let's see if we cover this. If they do throw the ball, let's see how we cover it defensively here. We've got 4 defensive backs. They're just going to run it. So, okay. Well, nobody will call a timeout here. And so clock should run down. Might have one more play here. But Piqua, unless something strange happens, will go to the locker room with a 5-touchdown lead, and that means running clock to start the second half. Anytime you have a 30-point lead in the second half, the clock keeps running, stops very rarely just on timeouts, and that's injuries, and that's about it. Well, here's Davis. Boy, he's going to throw it deep. We got this defended, and it's thrown out of bounds. Hey, good coverage that time. Yeah. 4 seconds left. They have a chance to throw maybe one more pass like that.
They do.
Yeah. This is Bill Neese, the head coach at Piqua's 25th year at the helm of the red, white, and blue. 25 years.
And I wonder what his record is.
It's pretty good.
I bet it is. I bet
it's pretty good. We might have to check on that, but he's got a pretty good record. You have to have a pretty good record to hang around 25 years.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 4 seconds left. They're going to take a knee or they're going to try one more
They're going to try one more.
Hail Mary full of grace, right? Something like that. Nope. Here's a handoff inside. This is Devin Brown. There we got him stopped. And that'll end the first half. Well, your score at the end of 2 quarters of action here at Good Samaritan Field or Good Samaritan Stadium with Harmon Field, 35 for Piqua Indians and the Wave. With nothing, we'll be back with some halftime stats here as you watch high school football on the Wave, Channel 5.
Hey, we're back here at halftime. Wave down 35-0. And we'll go over some stats, but I mean the stats kind of prove it out. The yardage, total yardage is passing. The Wave have 7 yards, and Piqua has 124. They've got that on primarily about 4 different plays to where they just dominate our backfield. There's no doubt about that. And then total offensive plays, the Piqua's had 12. For 142 yards. Greenville's had 40 plays at a total of 94 yards, but the bottom line is Piqua was up 35 to nothing. After that, the last thing is to bring up is the time of possession. Piqua's only had the ball 5 minutes and 24 seconds to Greenville's 18:36. But again, the bottom line is we're down 35 to nothing. We'll be back for the second half play in about 8 minutes.
Back here at Harmon Field, Alex Warner along with Randall Bowman as the Wave trails 35 to nothing here as we start the third quarter. And thing about that, Randall, is anytime there's a 30-point or more lead in the second half, it's a running clock. Only time it's going to stop now is during a timeout, injury timeout, or change of possession. So incomplete passes, ball out of bounds, clock keeps running. If we cut back inside of 30, then it goes back to regular clock time. So
yeah, it's like we had Stebbins. We had a 35-point lead, and then or 30-point lead, and then it. They scored on us. So.
Yeah, of course, it worked against us the second game of the season, too. Wilmington came in. And remember, that's a Wilmington team where we had them down 20-16 with about 6 minutes to go in the first half. And at halftime, it was 50-20.
Yeah.
We gave up like 52-20.
Yeah.
Gave up 35 points in 5-6 minutes there. Well, anyhow, so the running clock here, something you never want to have happen, especially at home. And the Wave will receive the kickoff here to begin the third quarter. So this will be Robbie Comstock coming out to kick for the Indians.
Hope he iced his leg down at halftime.
Oh, my God. And, you look at the stats, and I know you went over the stats and everything. They only had the ball for a little over, not quite 5.5 minutes, Piqua I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Only ran 12 offensive plays. Greenville dominated time of possession. We ran the ball for 87 yards. We're on our way to 160, 170 yards on the ground, and we're down 35 to nothing.
Yeah. Well, we gave them short field the whole whole first half. They had a short field. 2
big turnovers.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here's the kick. Comes down. It's going to be Butch with it. Has some room to roam there. Get outside and brought down. about the 29-yard line, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Wave. And let's see, the clock should start rolling here once the official marks it. Yeah, it's really crowded up here tonight. Got Matt Priest hanging over my shoulder over here. We got people all over the place. Fact is, we ran out of pizza tonight, Randall. What was up with that?
No.
They brought their usual 7 pizzas in from Marco's, and they went in a hurry. The clock's running right now, and it's down to 11:40. And this is a rule that was put into effect here several years ago by the High School Athletic Association. And really, I think it's a pretty good rule.
I do too.
Yeah, that eliminates a lot of those 75-0 blowouts and things like that. So, okay, this is Paulus takes the snap, and this is going to be a handoff in there. That Tony Sells.
Yeah.
He runs pretty hard, the sophomore Sells.
Yeah.
He had 2 carries for 9 yards there in the first half and picks up about 6 on that carry. Makes it 2nd and long 3 or 2nd and 4.
It looks like he's got decent speed.
Yeah. Not afraid to lower that shoulder and blast ahead there, get the extra yard or 2. Be interesting to see how things progress here, if Piqua keeps their starting defensive unit in there most of the second half or not. That's a 1st down for the Wave. So Greenville picked up 8 first downs there in the first half. That's number 9. And again, all on the ground.
And I'm glad to see Micah back in.
Yes.
He set out last couple minutes of the first half, and a little concerned about that, but good to see him back in.
1st and 10, the ball at the Wave 41-yard line. The 92nd meeting between these two schools, either end of Route 36 here in Western Ohio. And off inside, this is Light. Bangs ahead and picks up about tough 3, maybe 4 yards, out to about just past the 44-yard line. Randall, you said this weekend you got cross-country meet here with the granddaughter. And,
we do.
You're going to watch the Bengalis in action, I assume, on Sunday. You going to be down there for that or what?
I'm not. I've got to go out of town on business. I've got a 4 o'clock flight on Sunday.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have that one in the bag before I leave town.
The eternal optimist.
There you go, buddy.
This is Light ahead to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 5.
So
I got a feeling, I'm telling you, I think the Bengals will beat the Bills this weekend.
I hope you're right. That would be nice. Like I say, we're playing better ball right now. There's no doubt about that.
Well, as long as you keep playing the Browns. All you Browns fans out there, I hate that. It's going to be a long haul up there. My golly.
Yeah.
And, of course, Bucks have Maryland tomorrow.
Yep.
State's kind of an easy stretch right now. I say they play after Maryland at home, then they travel out to Lincoln, Nebraska, play the Cornhuskers.
Yeah.
Then have a week off to get ready for what should be a really important matchup with the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's Paulus.
Just run it, Owen.
Yeah, it's going to be a drop for a loss back at the 40-yard line, a loss of about 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 11. And even though we've gone for it on 4th down 3 or 4 times tonight, I don't think this is the time to do it.
Nope. Don't do it here.
No.
Just hold your blocks here and make sure he gets the punt off.
Penalty-wise, in that first half, nothing major. Wave only had 2 penalties for 15 yards. Oh, boy, get it out of there. Ethan Flannery bangs that one. This gets a nice friendly roll down inside 30, down to right at the 25-yard line. So that's a 35-yard punt with no return, and Piqua takes over with 8:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, a running clock situation. So as soon as the ball's marked for play, the clock will start up.
So Ethan had 2 punts in the first half, averaged 30 yards per punt.
Yep.
For a sophomore, he's just going to get better at that.
He handles all the kicking and punting.
Yeah, exactly.
And the clock starts here. Once it's marked by the referee, it starts to wind its way down. Under 8 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. So Piqua's first possession, and there's a nice pass. I tell you what, this Davis kid's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Not only on the short passes, but throws a nice deep ball, too.
Yeah. I would have thought they would have gone on the ground and would have run the ball to get the clock and get out of here. But
Well, the clock's going to run regardless which way it goes. Even on an incomplete pass, it's going to keep going.
That's true.
I mean, they figure they put one more score on the board, then they'll put in the second and third team.
Yeah, maybe.
Put the first team on the bus, get them ready to go home. Wave reserve team will be over at Piqua tomorrow morning. Oh, nice cut. Good block, and that's number 2 with it. Was knocked out of bounds by Jacob Goldsmith. That was a pass from Davis. Number 2 is Colin Rowe, a 5'6", 150-pound sophomore. You know, speaking of 5'6", I was watching that Houston Red Sox game this afternoon. That Jose Altuve, their second baseman for the Astros, maybe 5'6" at the most. 3 home runs yesterday. Had a couple hits again. He is amazing. Led the American League in batting average.
Yeah.
5'6", and probably more like 5'4" or 5'5" at the most. Just amazing. Well, you know, we're almost halfway through this third quarter already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
that ball kind of dribbles back.
Oh!
There's a ball loose. Can Greenville pick it up? I think we got it. Yeah, pick it up. Look at this.
Oh.
How about Tony Sells going to score?
Oh, my
And he got
gosh.
knocked out of bounds about the 2-yard line.
That 23 got him.
That Ben Schmeezing ran him down. Well, the Wave get a break finally. A bad snap from center, booted around, kind of squirted around out there, picked up by Tony Sells and takes it down to the Piqua 2. And so change of possession, the clock will start again. But Randall, if we score here, back to regular time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, if we don't score here now.
Well, it's first down and goal at the 3. They mark it at the 3. Yeah, it was a good hustle play by Schmeezing because Tony Sells is a pretty quick little kid, and Schmeezing ran him down.
So now, again, here's a situation where we got the big backfield in there. There's just no reason why you can't punch this thing in. Get on Brandon Russell's back and get her in there.
We got Landon Brown beside Paulus
Yeah.
and Michael Light behind him. There it is. Pretty easy. Untouched into the end zone. Well, that makes it 35-6, so we took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And more importantly, clock starts.
Yeah.
Back to regular timing.
Yeah.
And this will be Ethan Flannery in to try the extra point. Ethan for the year is, if I can find my paper here, I did such great homework on this. I should have this. Ethan Flannery for the year is 16 of 18 on extra points. He bangs it out, goes clear over onto Harmon Drive there, and it's 35-7. So with 5:48 to go, Greenville's on the board was a gift we'll take, and thank you, Piqua. We'll be back in just a little bit here. 5:48 to go, and Piqua leading 35-7. Piqua will receive the kickoff. This is the first time Piqua's received a kickoff. First time we've had a kickoff, isn't it? 35-7 your score. Piqua with the lead. You know, I heard Mike Holler, the PA announcer, Mike Holler, just said that the 50-50 drawing tonight's $398 to the winner. That made me think. I had a patient in the office the other day, and up at the whistle stop, of course, that's blowing, you know, that's gigantic up there. But the 50-50 winner there tonight went over $17,000.
No kidding.
Yeah. Jeez. And that, that regenerates each week.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hefty little paycheck one to win 50-50 up there.
I mean, I've read where he's put like $100,000 back in Aunt Sonia.
Yeah. It's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. I think they're going to stop that sometime here within the next month or so. Well, here's Ethan Flannery to kick off and bangs it. Boy, that's a nice kick. Takes it way down inside the 5-yard line. Let's see what kind of coverage Wave have. Uh-oh. Oh, finally got him down there. Let's see. There's a flag down on the play, too. I don't know, there's a little extracurricular activity out here with one of the Piqua players and
Nathan Fry.
Was that Nathan Fry?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like 30 yards from the play and kind of
they were talking
saying,
about,
how you doing? How's the kid?
Yeah,
they don't know how's the kid doing.
They were talking about going to the maid right afterwards.
That could have been it.
Yeah, see you at the maid
That
right.
could have been it. And that's going to be a personal foul against Greenville, or what do they call it?
No, and them. They're marching
against
back.
Piqua, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it must have been something besides that. The flag was clear up here, so. Was it on block in the back, or what was that? Well, regardless, the ball goes back to the 24-yard line. And here come the Piqua Indians for the second time. Hey, another turnover here. Hey, you never know. Let's see. Last time Piqua had it, they put it on the ground, and Wave took advantage of it for a 3-yard score. This is number 15. A nice pass comes up just, it's going to be real close to a first down marker there. That's number 15 with it. That was Owen Toops, 6-foot junior. Yeah, a little too much cushion there on those passes in there.
Yeah, and the extracurricular pushing and shoving like that, we don't need that right now.
Yeah. First half, Austin Davis, the senior quarterback, was 5 for 7 with no interceptions and how many yards? 124 yards through the air. That's the first time we've seen him under center here. How about that? And they got a short gain, maybe a loss. Yeah, Wave swarmed him that time. Okay.
That was a mess there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. That was a loss of about a yard is what it was.
Because we had Fender being pushed off to the side, and I thought, what's going on there? So
well, they gave him forward progress to the 35, so second and a long 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time Davis, to my memories, took a snap under center.
Yep.
You know, it used to be 25, 30 years ago, you just very rarely saw anybody in a shotgun formation. They were running options and wishbones and things like that. And you just don't see that. It's wide open now. Oh, nice pass. Boy, he puts that right on the numbers, too. That was caught in there by Cale Mextroth and takes it down to the Wave 49-yard line.
And, again, there was just too much cushion there. I mean, there was enough room there. He's going to get a first down.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, we're missing, 2 of the 4 starters in the defensive backfield, and just haven't quite coordinated everything together here tonight. Mm-hmm. But Piqua can do about anything they want through the air, can't they?
Yep.
Now this is 1st and 10 with 4 minutes to go here. Had a running clock here to start the quarter, and then the Wave kind of got that gift touchdown. There's that little slant over the middle. Ty House would be glad to see that. Ty, 11, 12 years we've been doing this game, doing Wave football telecast. I think Ty every game has said, there should be a little more slant passes over the middle, quick hitters over the middle. Oh, he's probably down there watching the Waves crash ashore.
Yeah.
Carolina beaches down there right now.
Yeah, good for him.
Going to bring up 2nd and 2, and you said it's a surprise party or something for his wife?
That's what I thought he said, yeah.
Okay. Well, 2nd and 2. Clock continues to wind down here. This is Davis. Gives a little head shot. Uh-oh. Get over there. Boy, that's Hayden Shrub, and knocked out of bounds right away. But, again, he had about a 5-yard separation. Yep. And this Davis kid puts the ball right on the money.
He's tough.
That goes all the way down to the 15-yard line, so about a 25-yard gain. And, well, if they score here, the clock starts running again. Hayden Shrub also played basketball for Piqua, and Hayden Shrub and Ben Schmeezing, those are 2 names that hurt us last year. I remember that on the hardwood.
Yeah.
There's not too much there. Oh, he keeps pounding ahead. I'll be a son of a gun. He came out, it looked like a rugby scrum there, and picks up about 10 yards. That's, well, make it about 8 or 9. How in the world did he get out of there?
Yeah.
There were a lot of legs moving. It looked like a big centipede going down there. I'll tell you what it looked like. It looked like kids' junior soccer.
Yeah.
Everybody's around the ball, you know. Wow, nice run. 8-yard gain makes it 2nd and 2. They call it 2nd and 3. I'm saying 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
Ball at the 7-yard line here. And Piqua threatening to score again. Well, Davis rolls out. Uh-oh. Got a man. Get him right there. Oh, he had him and let him loose.
You can't tackle a shoulder pass. You just can't do it.
Yeah, Jacob Goldsmith hit him a little high. And who was that?
Man.
Devin Brown just kind of shook him loose and took it on in. And back to 41-7. As Piqua just takes the ball after the kickoff. They started all the way back, inside their 25-yard line. Took it right downfield and makes it 41-7. So here we go with Robbie Comstock. One more time. The only one they didn't convert was when they had a bad snap from center. Well, he bangs it through again. He's feeling pretty good about life. I think he is. I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he's like 26 for 27 in extra points now. Kind of interesting to know when he missed the one. 2:21, back to that 35-point lead, and that means the clock will start running again without interruption. 2:21, and speaking of interruptions, let's take this time out here on the Wave, Channel 5. Coming back here on Friday Night Football here on the Wave, Channel 5, and Piqua with a 42-7 lead answers the Wave touchdown. That 35-point lead means we'll have the running clock again here. So here's the kick, bang down to the 10. And this is going to be, tell you what, Jacob Goldsmith is getting a workout tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you going to call a late hit? Oh, and then there's, now that's trouble there.
That is.
Well, that was a late hit, didn't get called. And second man in, Jacob got a little carried away. And he's going to get called for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jacob just kind of lost his cool there a little bit.
Yep.
Jacob Goldsmith, 5'10" junior. He's run back a lot of kickoffs. They're going to have to sort that out a little bit. I mean, it was a little bit of a late hit.
Yeah. And then he retaliated.
Yeah, and usually it's the retaliation that gets you.
Yep, sure does.
And especially right there with the official about 3 inches away from you, and then came back, got him with his helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be trouble there.
Yeah. A little frustration probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's had a good night, really.
He's had a good night.
He's had a really good night.
Well, Dusty Yinks, athletic director for Greenville, was out there
he
kind of separating things out. Next man in would have been Galen Blosser with his camera down there about the 20-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty on Greenville. And now, what does that do? Here's Jacob over here on the sideline. Is that
I don't know.
an
I saw
ejection
Schaefer.
or not?
I don't
Yeah.
I don't think you get ejected for that.
No, I don't think so. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10. The ball at the Wave 15-yard line.
Coach Schaefer was on him pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that cost us a little bit. 42-7, Piqua. Clock moving here. And Paulus is going to keep it. You know, that play's worked well. I mean, Owen, in the first half? Owen Paulus rushing 9 carries for 41 yards.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then that also has, where he had a loss or two going back to pass. So
right.
He's probably averaging 6-7 yards a carry. And that play's been there. That's about 4th or 5th time he's got good yardage up the middle.
Yeah. Looks like Jacob's done for the night. His helmet's off.
Yeah, I think probably so.
Coach said that was a bad move.
So whether the coach did or the official did, I don't know. You hope it was just Aaron Schaefer making that move because as an official, that could mean that you've going to have to sit out a game.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Yeah. Paulus maybe picks up a yard, maybe. So he got wrapped up that time. This is going to bring up 3rd and 5. Ball's about the not quite the 20. Well, right on the 20.
And Owen's coming out.
Is he?
Yep.
Got banged up a little bit there.
Looks like he did.
So Tyler Bikey, the sophomore, will take over. He played the entire game down at Vandalia last week when Paulus was injured.
Yep.
We can probably get one play off here before the end of the 3rd quarter. Now let's see what Tyler Bikey did. He was kind of thrown into the fire last week. He's going to run up the middle and maybe pick up 3 yards out to about the 22, and that'll bring up a 4th and 2, and that'll be the last play here in the 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters of action here in GWalk American North action, Piqua has a 42-7 lead, and we'll be back in just a moment. Carter Cox back on the camera here. He and Matt Kinley have been alternating here from IMTV at Greenville High School. Doing a fine job. They're the ones that put these together. Not only do you get to see these telecast on Channel 5, but also you can watch the replay of these games on YouTube by going to GPAT Wave Channel 5, Greenville, Ohio. and all of these ball games can be seen in their entirety on YouTube. This is a game you might not want to watch a lot of now that I think about it. 42-7, back in that running clock situation. 35-0 at halftime. In case you fans just joined us, Greenville kicked off to start the ball game. Tried an onside kick. It didn't work. Piqua recovered at their own 45, and in 3 plays, scored on a long pass play, and that was the start of the they lose, as they say. Yeah. They had 3 really nice passing touchdowns there early. 4th run, they were up 28-0 at the end of 1. 35-0 at halftime. Wave recovered a fumble by Piqua to start the 3rd quarter and advanced it down to the 3-yard line. And then Micah Light took it off tackle, made it 35-7. And then Piqua's come right back here and scored again. 42-7. The clock will run, and except for injury timeouts or timeouts, and change of possession. So 12 minutes. It should go fairly rapidly here, Mr. Bowman.
I would think so. Well, it's too bad because hate to see blowouts like this.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this is 3rd time here at Harmon Field we've had that running clock situation. Once in our favor against Stebbins.
Yeah.
But then also we had it when we got thrashed by Wilmington in game number 2.
Right.
And then again here tonight with the Piqua Indians coming to town. So Piqua with this win, and I think we can safely say with this win, will now have a 68-21-3 record against Greenville over the course of 92 meetings. It's going to take a while to get back and even that series up.
I don't think we'll be around that long.
That's kind of like Ohio State against Indiana in football, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourself. I'm planning on going a few more years. Okay, this is 1st and 10. The ball handed off inside to Damari Ewing, I believe. Gets out to the 22. And
we've got Owen Paulus back in there. That's good.
Okay. This has just gotten shaken up a little bit. Tyler Bikey ran that last play there in the 3rd quarter.
So now we got 4 wide receivers.
It'll be nice, see if we get another score or something going there. And feel a little bit better. You say we scored last week at Vandalia with what? A little over a second to play?
Maybe, 1.2.
Yeah, 1.2. That's going to be a long pass. Has a man out there, and good defensive coverage that time by Piqua. That was Alec Fletcher down the right sideline, and I think it was Fletcher. It's either Fletcher or Ethan Emmerich. 9 and 8 from the other side of the field.
Yeah. I think these numbers are getting smaller, Alex. That's the problem. They're making the numbers
smaller. It can't be us. It can't be us.
No, it's not us.
It's the lighting. It's a little dim over there. Now, this is 3rd and 13 now for the Wave. Now let's see what Owen Paulus comes up with this time. We just don't want another interception, do we? Yeah. Owen's got a little time. Going to get swarmed under. Yeah. And they stop the play. Owen's still on his feet, but dropped back to 15-yard line for a 7-yard loss. And that'll bring up 4th and 20. And so nothing good came from that possession.
Nope.
Nothing good came of that possession. Again, a reminder, last telecast here on the Wave Channel 5 of Greenville football will be 3 weeks when they senior night, the last game of the season, as we play host to those Yellow Jackets from from Sydney. And Ty, that's always a team he likes to beat. He's not a Sydney lover by any stretch of the imagination. This is Devin Brown, makes a fair catch. That's the first fair catch we've seen tonight. Yeah. And that's going to put Piqua in possession at the 42-yard line of Greenville. And be interested to see if Piqua maybe pulls their starters here a little bit, puts in the second team. Let's see who comes out at quarterback. They're going to put Davis back in there. Talked to one of the coaches from Piqua here, and they said he's quite the baseball player.
Yeah.
And what they said,
there they go. They're marching the first string off.
Yeah. And then he said that Hayden Shrub as well as Ben Schmeezing, going to Ashland University possibly, football? they're built like athletes.
Yeah,
I mean,
really. Yep.
You know, they might weigh 210, but they're 6'3", 6'2".
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
yep.
That's what Versailles had for a long time. When Versailles had those great teams with Al Hattrick,
Yep.
they had they just had athletes that they were all about alike: 6'1", 6'3", 180, 210.
Big farm boys.
Yeah, and they could move. They
Yep.
were athletic.
Yeah.
There's a loss of 2 on the play here, and clock continues to run down to 8:35. Plenty of time to get to the maid right after the game for the fans in the stands tonight. Carter, what you got going this weekend, bud? Anything major? Not a whole lot, huh? Okay.
He's not going to tell you. Afraid
Yeah, I know. He doesn't want it on air.
It's going to be out on the airwaves.
Doesn't want his Mrs. Hoover is the instructor to find out what's happening.
That's right. Oh.
Uh-oh. Got him by the jersey. So Piqua has their second unit in there. Some of these kids will probably play in the JV game tomorrow.
I would think.
You know, that's always amazing. Those JV contests and the GWalk always start like at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
So it's going to be at Piqua. You're always opposite of where you were for the varsity game. So these kids get home about midnight or something,
Yeah.
back on a bus at 7. Have another ball game coming up. But, hey, that's how you get better. Playing JV if you're freshman or sophomore, that's how you learn. Get ready for Friday night.
That's right.
Get under the lights. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh!
Ooh, had a chance there.
Yeah, sure did. Come on, get him, Noah.
Noah Van Horn can't run him down. Number 21 for Piqua that time. That's Zane Booker, a 5'11" sophomore. Now, that's the name that I would never have guessed. B-E-O-U-G-H-E-R. B-E-O-U-G-H-E-R. Booker is how you pronounce that.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Piqua cameraman down here was just real impressed with me that I got that right. He told me about that, didn't you? I never would have guessed Booker. I was going, Bioker?
Yeah.
Booger?
Yeah.
4th and 2, and Piqua's going to go for it. Clock just keeps running here. And got to be stopped short. We're going to take over. That's one of those for the quarterback. Probably should have kept it. He wasn't anybody out here if he didn't hold on to the ball. What game did I watch the other day as Greenville takes over on downs? Well, I can't remember if it was a college game or a pro game, but I think it happened a couple times over the weekend where the quarterback just faked, and I think even the running back thought he was going to get the ball. Quarterback kept it, just rolled out into the end zone untouched.
Yeah.
I think it was Alex Smith from the Kansas City Chiefs, and then there was a college game, and I can't think it was a North Carolina State game against Louisville. Anyhow, yeah, just untouched.
Yeah.
Because they sold the handoff so well because the running back actually thought he was going to get the handoff. He just pulled it out and walked around the end. 6:28 to go. Paulus hands off. And a gain up the middle. Boy,
Still going.
Run. Nice run.
Wow, 11 yards.
First down. That Michael Light again?
Yeah, Michael Light.
Yep, takes it into the 46-yard line of Greenville, or 45-yard line. Well, I think Piqua's got some of their second team in there right now, so we should be able to. But again, like we talked at halftime, we've been pretty effective running the ball tonight.
We really have.
We just have not. Have we completed a pass?
One.
I got to stop.
1 for 7 yards in the first half.
That's right. But it was the pass that got us in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, look at this. See, this is Damari Ewing. Nice run down to about the 40-yard line, so a 14-yard gain there. So again, against Piqua's second unit right now.
Yeah.
But this will pad the stats a little bit, right?
Well, that 97's a starter.
Oh, wait a minute. What, we have a holding here? Oh. Yeah, that's too bad. Holding call against the Wave. Really very few penalties. We had only 2 penalties in the first half for a total of 15 yards. And this is the second penalty here. Of course, one on Jacob Goldsmith there earlier.
Yeah.
On the personal foul after the play. Well, that's too bad. That was a nice run by you.
It was. And that's probably why, because there's holding.
Yes. Yeah. It's tough to tackle somebody when you're being grabbed by the jersey and wrestled to the ground by a so-called blocker. Huh? Under 5 minutes left here. Again, the beauty of a running clock. And this is Ewing. We're run about the same play again. Boom. Man, that was a bang there.
Yeah, it was.
That was Ewing running into number 31 from Piqua, number 31, Chris Woodall, a 5'9" junior, and he and Mr. Ewing kind of had a meeting of the minds there, didn't they? Wow. This is going to be second, and we'll call it probably about 6. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Wave. Well, I will say that the Greenville kids haven't quit.
No, they haven't.
We haven't quit.
Nope.
It's tough to play when you're down 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But they just keep banging in there, and that's how you want to tribute to head coach Aaron Schaefer and his staff. Kids keep working at it. It's just that Damari Ewing running well here. Once again, tackled by Woodall, along with number 36 in there. That's Zane Mason. So we're seeing quite a fean sophomores out there on the Piqua side of the field right now.
Well, and that's what we've got, too. We've got a lot of sophomores out there.
We
got
do.
a lot of juniors out there. I mean, unfortunately, Owen's a senior.
Landon Brown, most of our line are seniors.
Yeah.
We're going to lose most of the offensive line next year.
Nathan Fry's the only underclassman.
Yeah. We're losing Noah Van Horn. We're going to lose. We're just going to lose. Well, every year you lose seniors.
Sure.
That's just how it is. Here's Ewing. Oh, going to break loose and pick up an extra 5. He's running pretty hard, isn't he?
He really is. I mean, with that knee, just think if he didn't have that bad knee.
Yeah. I'd just like to, seem a little bit more against other teams' first units to see the yardage he's picking up usually against second team.
Yeah.
Be nice to see what I could do maybe a little bit more against the starting lineup. 2:50 to go. Here's the clock. Just doesn't stop. It just keeps running. Let's take it on in here and score and make it look a little more respectable in the newspaper and on TV, huh? Uh-oh. Ewing, nice little step. Yeah, nice little step. He puts it on the ground. Did we get it back? Looked like Piqua had it, but we might have got it in there. Let's see what they say. So Ewing, Greenville, I thought we got it back. Yeah, it was there, and Piqua had 3 or 4 kids there, and I don't know who snuck in there for us. Nice run by Ewing, but he coughed it up there at the end. He's coming off. He got wrapped pretty hard that time. Down to 2:15 to go here. Wave going to try to punch it in here. Ball's at the 15-yard line. So what happens, Randall, if you get down to around a minute and you cut this under 30 points, running, stop the clock. There's always hope.
Yeah, always hope.
Down 28 with a minute to go.
He's called timeout here.
Okay. Well, that'll stop the clock. So 2:03 left, 42-7 your score in favor of Piqua, and we'll be back here on the Wave Channel 5. 2:03 left after the Wave timeout. A 1st and 10 at the Piqua 15-yard line, as Greenville tries to get one more score in the book here tonight. Damari Ewing over here taking a knee. He got racked on that last play when he fumbled. Number 25, Hayden Sharp with it for the Wave. That's a name we haven't called much this year. Hayden Sharp, a 5'10" freshman. That's why.
He plays JV, and
picked up 3 on that carry. The freshman did. You just very rarely see a freshman get much action other than in a situation like this on a Friday night. You have to be pretty special as a freshman to play varsity ball.
Oh.
Sharp again?
Yeah.
Okay. He tries to run hard, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Down to a minute 15 to go here. And this will bring up a 3rd and 6 at the Piqua 11-yard line. Wave trying to get in the end zone here one last time. A lot of time on the clock here. Might mention, you might see in the background here as Wave go on 3rd and 6, and Sharp runs it. Oh, that's a nice tackle out there. He's going to bring up a 4th down. Might mention, you might have picked up that they got the lights on the new track facility out here north of the football field. Looks like they're watering the grass out there, Randall.
Yeah.
Thought we had an inch of rain the other day. Must be an automatic time. I tell you, that grass is coming very well.
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
They're supposed, I'm not sure if they've laid down the top coat of the track yet or not. But that's supposed to be coming up here in the next week or so. Yeah, nice facility over at the Jennings Family Track Complex.
Looks great.
22 seconds left here. This is 4th and 5. This is Sharp one more time. Hey, nice cut. Yep, he's going to be stopped short. And with 11 seconds left, they're going to stop the clock here or just let it run on out. They stopped it with 6 seconds because of change of possession. So they'll take a knee here. And so with 6 seconds left, Piqua is going to go home with a 42-6 lead. And they're just calling it right there. So they'll just turn the clock off and send everybody home. The officials still have the ball marked, but they'll mark it in play here. And that'll chop the last 6. So anyhow, final score here from Good Samaritan Stadium at Harmon Field, Piqua 42 and Greenville 7. We'll be back with a wrap-up here in just a minute. Final score here at Harmon Field tonight, Piqua 42-7 winners over the Greenville Green Wave. Piqua goes to 4-3 overall and 1-1 in the GWAC American North. Greenville 2-5 and 0-2 in the Randall. A ball game just started out. Piqua dominated early, and we just never could quite get it into it.
No, Piqua's a good team. Let's face it. We've talked about that earlier. The 3 losses they have come at the hands of good teams, very good teams actually. I think a combination of like 15-3 or something like that on their total record. So Piqua's got a nice team.
Yeah, Piqua tonight had 247 total yards. Of course, in the second half, they had a 35-0 lead, pulled the starters for the entire fourth quarter with that running clock.
Right.
And, they started out, a gamble kind of backfired early. Opening kickoff, we tried an onside kick. They recovered. 3 plays later, pass to Hayden Shrub, 55 yards in 3 plays. And then it was Katie Barr the door. Another pass to Cale Mextroth, another one to Shrub. And then finally, Ben Schmieden with a run. That's all in the first quarter.
Yep.
And you're down 28-0. And after that, it just never materialized for the Wave here tonight.
Nope.
Greenville, total of 182 yards, total offense. Damari Ewing ended up with 68 yards, but again, the vast majority of those against the second team of Piqua. Michael Light, 56 yards on the ground. Owen Paul is a tough night passing. 1 for 8, 2 interceptions. The one interception returned about 60 yards. The other returned for a touchdown.
Yep.
Those were, especially the first one, the Wave moving the ball on the ground, and then that interception. And next thing you know, you're down 14-0.
Exactly.
Well, I'd like to thank Carter Cox as well as Matt Kinley for doing the camera work here tonight. And as always, Dusty Yanks and his staff here in the athletic department, Greenville High School. Been a pleasure working with you tonight, Mr. Bowman.
I've enjoyed
Randall
it,
Bowman,
Alex.
he's done all 4 games, filling in for me and then filling in for Ty tonight. And always a pleasure, my man.
Right
always
back
a
at you.
pleasure.
Enjoyed doing it.
Yep. Final score here tonight from Harmon Field. 42 for Piqua Indians, 7 for the Greenville Green Wave. On behalf of everybody at GPAT Channel 5, good night, everybody.